you studying? What are you doing, Stoic Fellow? That's a good name, also. Good YouTube ID. Yeah, I'm Pahadi David from Corsani. In Hi, Anupama. How are you tonight? We had a small technical problem. It's cleared now. My mistake. Yeah. Getting any rain there today? We had a little rain here, just light. Good, 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 good. No rain. Oh, it may come later. Good, good. It's very strange weather the last 6 days, Anupama. The Google says that up in the high atmosphere, there's a lot of disturbance. It's causing this low pressure system. And since 3 days also, to complicate it, there's western disturbance, like a cold weather change coming from the west. Hi, Himanshu, how are you? Good, good. Thanks for coming back. Thanks, Rakshit. I'll pin that now. Um, Himanshu, please listen to this. Pin message, good. Himanshu, you remember the other day I mentioned about one Bob Dylan song? Now I have the name of it. There are two versions. One is 10-minute one with film background, and the other one is about 6 minutes without film background. The film background might interest you more. The song is the same, Himanshu, and it's called Ain't Talking. Ain't means in Old English is not or are not. So it's AINT, talking, ain't talking. And it's one of Dylan's best songs. You can take your choice. The 10-minute video has got film background. The 6-minute one doesn't have it. Yeah, you'll enjoy the 10-minute one more. That's right. Zioto, namaste, Zioto. Thanks for coming back. Um, all over Uttarakhand in the last 6 days and around South Asia, very, very strange climate, weather situation the last 6 days. Google says high up in the atmosphere, there's a lot of disturbance up there around South Asia. Yesterday there was a lot of rain in Kathmandu and Dhaka, Bangladesh. And at the same time, there's a western disturbance coming from the western side, yeah? Making it colder here. So the two systems together have been here for about 6 days. Yes, Iota, we had a little rain here in Corsani today too. Oh, Himanshu, it looks like another drama evening with you, a drama evening. Eh? Hmm. What can I say, Himanshu? What can I say? Eh? What does your family say, Himanshu, when you're talking with them? What do they say about the situation? You're still in school, yes? What are you in about 11th class, are you? Ah, you don't talk to them about this. I see. So when will you start to talk with them about the situation then? 10th class, I see. Ah. Yes, Iotto's giving some good help there, some good advice. Himanshu, try doing some productive work that keeps your focus away from such thoughts, Himanshu. It's a difficult time also for young people these days on the planet, Himanshu. A difficult time. Uh, many changes happening in the world and all around the world. Western culture is clashing with old local cultures. This is causing problems also for young people, you know. Well, tonight's very, very quiet on this stream, very quiet. You people who are just watching this stream, please send a message to me. Send a message. Talk with the other viewers also. Yes. I see, Himanshu. I'm reading that. Yes. Himanshu, how is your focus in your study and exams? How is your serious focus level studying? Well, it's very, very quiet tonight on this stream. Very quiet. It's too quiet. It's strange. Yeah, if you're watching this stream, I see. So, zero focus, I see. Exams and studies aren't my thing. Well, this is the root of the problem, I think, eh? You're not being responsible for yourself regarding study and exams. Self-responsibility. So, where's Alka? Alka Kabadwal from Korsani and Gurgaon. Where are you tonight, Alka? Are you watching but not texting? Where's Amit Bista? Amit Bist from Dharachula, Nepal. Where's Manish from Bageshwar? Sangeet Safar. Maybe you're all busy, are you, at this time? Hmm? Very quiet stream tonight. What do I do? Do a sing and dance or something? Song and dance. I don't understand, Himanshu. The previous message you said your focus in study and exams is zero, and then you say You're a bright student in studies, so what's your answer to that one? 'Himanshu, how's the connectivity tonight? Out of 10 points, my audio and visual, how is it out of 10 points? 10 out of 10. Well, something positive's happening tonight here. 10 out of 10. That's nice. Good, good, good. Very quiet night. Ajib, Ajib. Ah. Giotto, it's very, very quiet tonight. Unusually quiet. I see. Now who's this? Is this a new streamer? Welcome tonight. This is Pahadi David from England, Australia, and also from the Himalayan mountains in India. This is my religion, humanity, country, earth. Wow, wow, wow. Sanche Cho, Solti, Sanche Cho, Solti. अच्छा आज की खायो बायो हजूर की खायो बायो हजूर मकाई को ढीरो खायो जवाब दिनुस. Yes, Himanshu, I don't know what suggestions I can give you from now. I don't know. Do you think it's an energy problem, physical energy problem, translating into mental energy? Nepal, Hajur, Namaste, Hajur. Wow, wow, wow. Mo Kumaun Maho, Kumaun Maha, Uttarakhand. Mustang. Ah, famous place, Mustang. Mustang. Yes, Himanshu, it does sound like you're going to nihilism. It definitely sounds like that. Did you ever get any checkup with a good doctor with the full degree and everything, just to check your energy levels? You know, did you ever get any simple checkup like that with a good doctor? Yeah. My religion, Mustang, Nepal. Oh, Mustang नेपालमा तपाईँको मौसम कस्तो छ हजुर मौसम जवाब दिनुहोस् I see Himanshu. I'm getting tired reading your messages at the moment. Just your feeling, you know, it must be unpleasant. Yes. So, what treatment are you getting there for vitamin D deficiency? What treatment for that? Oh, hi, Pat. Namaste, Pat from Queensland, Australia. Thanks for coming back. And um, it's extremely quiet tonight. Himanshu was saying, Himanshu was saying that here in Uttarakhand, in his place, the connectivity's 10 out of 10. So perhaps some weather, Pat, where listen to this. This is rather unusual weather at the moment. Um, Since 6 days, we've had continual low pressure here. That means cloud and sometimes rain. And Pat, um, on top of that, unusually in the last 3 or 4 days, mixing with that weather, we're having western disturbance, meaning there's a cold, wet weather is coming from the west. Usually originates from the Mediterranean Sea, you know, Europe, that side. Uh, so, Himanshu, then Himanshu, I'm getting lazy. I'm feeling lazy looking at your negative messages. So then you say that, Himanshu, you have vitamin D3 deficiency. So then the obvious question is, Pran, 1711 Pran. Nice day, Pran, for coming back, Prana. Thank you. Um, Dave, thanks for coming back here. David, how would you differentiate Nepal from India, particularly Uttarakhand? Oh, look, there's really no difference except for language difference. You know, the mountains, basically the same sort of geography, the origins of the origins of Pahari, Indian and Nepali cultures are the same, Hinduism, Buddhism. There's really no difference, Pran. I'm happy in either country. Yes, Himanshu. So once again, for the very, very last time, when will you be starting to? Oh boy, it's making me tired and lazy repeating your messages, Himanshu. It must be contagious. It's infectious. When will you be starting to take some vitamin D supplements? Pat, the live stream today is the laziest start I've ever seen. It must be the weather or something. I don't know what it is. The weather experts are saying since 6 days high up in the atmosphere, there's a lot of disturbance and it's not clear since 6 days continuously. This is all the way across South Asia from Bangladesh, India to Pakistan, apparently. It must be nice there now, Pat. It's strange. It's not like WhatsApp, Pat. It's strange because I'm talking to you. You can see my face, but I can't see your face. So please, any other viewers who are watching this live stream, but you're not sending a message, please send an injection of life and interest into this stream, because there are only about 3 or 4 messaging viewers at the moment. It's getting a little bit slow, but this is unusual. It's unusual. Oh. So, Pat, we've got, if you see a scroll up about 10 messages, we got one Nepali person from the mountains in Nepal. The idea is my religion, humanity, country, earth. I like to see that. Religion is humanity. I like to see that. That's right, Pran. Yeah, too much vitamin D intake can cause abnormal calcification. That's right. And but with Himanshu, there must be some compromise. How much to take, you know? That's all right, Pat. You don't mind. Good, good. Yeah, it takes longer to type. Sometimes the spellings are wrong. That's right. Yes. Very slow tonight. Very slow. Is anybody going to sleep at the moment there? Just waiting for the next message to come up. Oh. Yeah, what's your Himanshu from Pran? What's your what's your answer to that? Another Himanshu, another very common reason for tiredness, laziness, boredom, lack of interest is very big common cause is iron deficiency, anemia, very common. Oh, women between the ages of 14 to about 45, 48. You can guess what I'm saying there. Well, that's right. Mm, that's right, Pran, especially in vegetarians. Yeah, that's right, because not getting the iron which is available in meat, especially red meat. But I don't suggest people eat meat. No, but everybody has their own choice. Yeah, I'm vegetarian. Yeah. Himanshu, I take 2 times a week. Not too much, no. I take 2 times a week a big head of iron supplement with vitamin B complex, of course. Yeah. Sarjan, well, thanks for coming, Sarjan. It's a particularly slow night tonight. Thanks for coming. It's nice to see your name on the screen there. आप कैसे हो सज्जन सब ठीक ठाक है आपका आपका Tapata Rajan? Yes, low dopamine, very common too. So, Pran, have you got some medical background? I'm a retired nurse from Australia. Ah, Sergeant, you're from India, Punjab. Ah, good. Very slow night on this stream tonight. Very slow. Ah, a little bit of medical knowledge. Eh? Ah, that's good. Oh, Rakshit, how are you tonight? It's slow, isn't it? Huh? Eh? Wow. I'm thinking, should I do a song and dance routine or something? Oh, I see. Durandar Part 2. That's why it's slow. How are they watching that? Through which medium, Prana? Through which medium, please tell me? Patricia, oh, look. I'm the last dancer on the planet, really. I don't want to embarrass myself. When I was younger, Pat, when I was younger, yes. Oh, Rohit, there's a new name on the screen. Rohit, thank you. Thanks for coming, Rohit. Up, kaise ho? Sab theek thak hai? Shabash. Oh, it's in theatres today. Yes. I've seen bits and pieces of that film, and very impressive. A couple of great songs also. Mm. It's nice to see your name again on the screen, Himanshu. It's nice to see your name. So how long is that film then? Do under 2 or 3 hours long? The theatres must be packed out in India. Packed out, yes? No, you'll never be banned, Himanshu. You'll never be banned. 4 hours, wow. Oh, excuse me. Supreet. David, go hell now. Uh, your spelling's not very good, Supreet. It should be double L, okay? Anyhow, something's happening. Something's happening on the live stream. It's just alive. Let's see the next message coming from Supreet. Let's see what that says. Chanakya was here yesterday, Himanshu. He was here yesterday. Wait for the next Hey, Bob. Lone Survivor. Thanks for your message, Lone Survivor. It's extremely slow tonight. Um, Apparently, that's the first day release of Durandar. Durandar. Himanshu, no Netflix account, no. Oh, Universal Vibes. Thanks for coming. Om Tut Shat. Um, Universal, it's very slow tonight. Maybe because of that first day release of that um, big film. Yeah, no, I'm fine. It's just a very slow live stream tonight. Universal, very slow. Um, Pran is asking David, what do you think is a good amount of money if somebody wants to get retired at 40 and move to Uttarakhand to live in peace? Um, Look, you need to look into just see what level of comfortable living you need, Pran. What level of comfortable living you need? Um, how much you would need for one day if you'd be living in a hotel, living in a homestay with the family, building your own home. Look at those things, you know. Yes, Universal, it's extremely slow. I never saw such a live stream like this before. I see Lone Survivor. There's a lot of buffering, is there? Look, let me turn. Pat, how is the connectivity there in Queensland at the moment? Please tell me if you're still awake, yeah? Oh, it's 1st of Navratri today, I see. Himanshu, how is connectivity at the moment in your home there? Lone survivor. David, take care of your health. Yes, well, if this live stream picks up, I think I'll be feeling healthier already. Utkarsh Dubey. Ah, look, now we're getting some interesting messages. Utkarsh, very Utkarsh. If you type onto your device, type into Google, explain the story, 1953, Iran, Mr. Mossadegh, Mossadegh. He was the new Prime Minister of Iran, 1953, Mossadegh. He wanted to change the agreement with the Brits, the cunning Brits, about sharing the profits from the Iranian oil. He said, we're going to nationalize the Iranian oil so all the profits stay in Iran for the Iranian people. Thanks, Pat. Um, so So he announced in 1953, the Prime Minister of Iran, this is where all these current stories, this is where all this current fighting and that started regarding Iranian oil, that subject, yeah? So as soon as the Prime Minister in Iran 1953 said, we're going to nationalise our oil, the Britons got very, very angry. And the British and the Americans, the cunning Americans, right, who want to control half of the planet, they they did a coup and they moved the democratic government of Iran and they installed the so-called King of Iran, the Shah of Iran, right? And some aspects of his long rule after that were not good. This is where it all started. Iran wanted to be independent and earning all the profits from its own oil. But the Western powers, especially the cunning British and the Americans, wanted some control. That's where it all started. Currently, also with Iran, Israel, and America, now these situations become much more complicated, you know? Oh, thanks, Pat. Look, in the last 6 days, we've had very, very, very little sunshine here. Briefly, Pat, in the last 6 days, we have a very, very unusual weather condition here in all of South Asia. Simply, in the high atmosphere, there's a lot of disturbance up there causing low pressure. And on top of that, we're having a continual western disturbance coming from the west, right? Which brings cold and rain here to South Asia. So I haven't enjoyed 1 minute of sunshine, really, not much, in about 6 days. The connectivity is actually good. That's good, good, good. Thanks, Himanshu. My diet's good here, very good. Himanshu, Austrian painter? Yes, Utkarsh, all around the world now it's coming LPG shortage, oil. Mm. Universal is sending a message to Utkarsh G. Wow. Himanshu, the cruel Austrian painter. I don't understand who you're talking about, Himanshu. Lone survivor, Dave. Now, that's an interesting question. I'm waking up now. David, do you have any attachments to worldly pleasures? I must eat 2 times a day. Uh, I drink coffee 2 times a day. Is that a sin? Worldly pleasures. When there's sunshine, I like to sit in the sunshine. Uh, Lone survivor. I love to watch soccer, football, match highlights. Um, I'm thinking now, what other pleasures do I enjoy? Ah, Himanshu, yes, yes. A very, very misdirected person, that one. Very misdirected, the cruel dictator of Germany. Mm. But actually, Himanshu, in the first few years of that, Adolf Hitler, there was an equal tragedy that most of the world didn't try to stop it. Mm. Yeah, that's right, Brian. That's a good expression. That blindly supporting any government is not a great idea. Positive criticism keeps the government in check to some degree. Yeah. Now we're getting into a very, very complicated area, Pran, and universal vibes. Oh yes. Mm. Ooh, getting a little bit of heat there between Utkarsh and Pran. Universe, a little bit of heat there. Mm. Oh, thanks, Patricia from Queensland, Australia. Australia versus Japan women's soccer final on Saturday. That's interesting. Good, good. I don't connect with pay TV, so I'll watch the highlights 1 or 2 days later. Yes, Lone Survivor. We're in India here. That's right. Yes, a very good a very good example. Lone Survivor is Sonam Wangchuk in Ladakh. Yes. Mm. When you look at that story, then you understand. Mm. So this, the new release of this film, Durandar, is that all over India today? Is it the release in many cinemas? Pat, what time is it there at the moment? It must be about 12 midnight, is it? in Australia? Oh, gosh, soccer, football, yes, yes. That will be very, very interesting. The soccer football World Cup about June or July, isn't it? That's right, yes, yes. 12 midnight, Pat. Ah, right, yes. But some people are worried, Utkarsh, that in many, many areas of life now, there's just so much money available that the big C word, eh? The big C word. Sometimes the results may not be true, you know? Oh, a little bit of heat between Utkarsh and. No, no, look, look. From my side, we are totally free to express ourselves. Totally free. Totally free. David to you, David to the other person, one viewer to another viewer, totally free, totally free, totally free. That's one of the reasons why live streaming exists, so that people can people can express themselves. You know, I've learnt many many things from you, lovely viewers. You know, lone survivor, David. Can you say good job, Pat? In these languages, good job means wow, fantastic, great, amazing, incredible. गजब हो गया ओ लौन सवाई गजब हो गया गजब हो गया Yes, Himanshu, it's now, briefly, I'm no expert, but it's very, very complicated now, this Iran. You see, you say Israel versus Iran, but don't forget the third player, USA, right? It's got very, very complicated now, very complicated. And Donald Dump, Donald Dump is a very, very unpredictable, lying, cheating, pig greedy, corrupt human being. The worst type. So, um, who knows what Donald Dump might do, you know? Mm. Yes, you can say you beauty. You can say in Australian, yeah, you beauty, Pat. Fantastic, great, incredible, wow, wow, amazing. Yes, yeah. Yes, Pran, the Indian government is at the moment, I see at the moment, trying to be very diplomatic and balanced. Yes, well, you know, there are many countries who have refused to send support, support, right, to the West. They don't want to get involved. Oof. Lone survivor, Donald Dumb, yeah. The big worry, the big worry is in apparently free and fair elections on paper. I believe in America they still vote on paper slips, don't they? Anyhow, read between the lines there. Um, Apparently, the American people in apparent free and fair elections on paper slips. Yeah. Remember the days when India used to vote on paper? Remember that before EVMs? Wow. Yeah, it's a big worry that the American people re-elected Donald Trump. They re-elected him. Um, they do like some of his policies, like strong border controls. Why not? Um, but other aspects, the Americans re-elected him. Um, Lone survivor. In brief, lone survivor. When the first one or two times in India, nearly 50 years before, I travelled a bit around northern India, the usual tourist route, which everybody must visit. They must visit. And also I lived 3 months in South India, one lovely hill station called Kodai Canal near Uti. I've been to Sri Lanka also. I've lived many times also in Nepal. But I've spent 99% of my time in the Himalayas, a lone survivor. Now, more messages are coming now. Good, good, good. Well, things are heating up between Utkarsh and Universal. Let's have more heated talks between you within reason. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Himanshu. Well, I can read that about any party. I can read that. Yes. Look, Donald Trump has a serious, serious personality problem. Serious. Overlaid with extreme corruption tendencies. Uh, he wants everybody to like him. He wants everybody to control him. And he loves a good fight also. He's never in the middle of the fight. Other people are fighting for him. Oh, Pat, maybe you didn't hear. You know this on this channel here, my channel, just after it started, the short story, right, of the Indian film Durandar, and we put we put a song from the film from here. Uh, it was all legit, and that was very, very popular. Well, apparently, Pat, this film's called Durandar, and apparently it's the first day release of the film today, and viewers are saying that's why things are quiet on the live stream tonight. you know. Yeah, Pran, he apparently didn't have a happy childhood. One dominating uncle or something like that. Um, very, very rich. When he was born, he was already rich. And it's a real worry when a world leader, a big world leader, uh, like him, comes into that position, you know. Our lone survivor, you're saying you'd like to go with Nota. Lone survivor. He's also not going to vote. I see. I can accept that. Uh, in Australia, lone survivor, uh, everybody is obliged to vote. Everybody. Keep an open mind on this one. Pat will listen to this. In Australia, everybody must vote. Everybody must take their responsibility as a citizen of Australia and vote. And you may be surprised at this, lone survivor. If we don't vote in Australia, we get a fine. It used to be $25 or something like that. But I understand your viewpoint also, you know? Himanshu, Pahadi David is president of the USA. That's the last job I would want. The last job to be the leader of a country, the very last job. Oh, Utkarsh, David, why didn't you get married? Yes, lone survivor. Yeah, there is a penalty for not voting in Australia. Really? Yeah. I knew you would be surprised. You see, the idea there in Australia is you're now 18 at least. You're a citizen of Australia. You have the right to vote. Why don't you vote? Um, it's a little bit complicated, but Pat, how can you help me, Pat, in Australia, Pat McClenahan, on this subject? How do you feel about it? It's like saying you're a citizen of Australia, you're 18, you can vote now. Why don't you vote? Why not? Your vote has a big power, a lot of power. It's sort of like that, you know? Gosh, in my culture, in Western culture, with Anglo white Western people, usually there is no pressure from the family or parents for their kids to get married. Usually there's no pressure. When we reach, I'll tell you honestly, yeah, when we reach 18, we can vote, of course. We can drive a vehicle, of course. And at 18, we are considered young adult and that we can make our own choices to get married or not to get married. But, Utkarsh, generally in Western cultures, there is a 40% divorce rate. Divorce means marriage has separated, right? 40% divorce rate. So, yeah, when I was younger, I had 0% pressure from my parents or family to get married. Uh, the subject very rarely came up, you know. And also, Utkarsh, when I was just young, already I wanted to be a traveller. And the last thing which a traveller wants is a family, the very last thing. Yeah. Oh, look, Bimal. Namaste, Bimal. Thanks for coming back. There are many people, not everybody, but people, they have their favourite singers, favourite sports people and all that. I'm not so much interested really in that. Utkarsh, explain more clearly. David, criticise USA till now for this thing. Will you tell? What do you mean? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, Utkarsh? Universal vibes. Well, you're an astrologer, a real one. Yeah, a real one with real knowledge. Wow. All right, make a prediction. Um, universal vibes. You can tell me anything you like. My my mind is with astrological predictions. My mind is partly open. It's partly open. My big sister was a very good astrologer. Which cast you're talking to Prana, I see. Modi G likes Pahadi David. Wow, every night. Namo watches this live stream. Universal, I'm 76 years, 76 years. Bimal, David, your favourite Indian singer? I have several. The most well-known ones, the most popular, you know. Pran, he's saying, I think the current Indian leadership doing much better than previous ones. Oh, much better. Much better. Huh. All right, now any new messages? Utkarsh is saying that astronomy has more substance, more reality than astrology. Yeah, these messages currently are saying more like, why don't you develop an independent mind? Don't follow the crowd mentality. Don't be a sheep. Ah, that's interesting, Universal Vibes. Now, look, Universal Vibes, I'm an old traveller. I'm an old traveller, okay? So tell me more, tell me more. It's very interesting what you say. Tell me more. Tell me more, Universal. Utkarsh is saying, this is interesting, Utkarsh. If astrology is so good, why not? Why don't we become a global power? If we have all the ancient texts? I'll give you one good answer, Utkarsh, because in South Asian cultures, there is no positive culture of accountability. Accountability for people who handle funds, social services, NGO, all these things. So social services, yeah. There's no big accountability culture. The whole foundation of the culture is broken. That's why India's still not yet a global power. I see, Universal. You're playing it very carefully. Now, listen, Universal. I don't want to put any doubt on your astrological abilities. Okay? I don't want to put any doubt. My own sister was a real astrologer. Now, listen, Universal, and listen, everybody else. Listen, Universal, and listen to everybody else. Now, Universal, the astrologer said, David, you will have issues relating to your country, home, property, and land. I'll repeat it because we hope this is a reality based show, right? Reality based live stream, excuse me. Universal Vibes, the astrologer, listen, says, David, you will have issues related to your country, home, property, and land. Now, this is true, Universal, the astrologer, that in Australia, I don't have any home. I don't have any property and no land. Nothing, 0%. So you other viewers can look at that advice and see what you think about Universal, the astrology, yeah? You're also saying I'll have problems with a motherly-like figure, to name a few. Well, that's possible. It's possible. I mean, at my age now, 76, I don't look to any motherly-like figure. I don't have any motherly-like figure. I don't have those needs. Anyhow, Adnan, Adnan is asking a question. Adnan's questions there, Adnan. Adnan, before we start to talk, Adnan, how are you? Hello, how are you? Salam, namaste, how are you? Adnan, just give me 3 or 4 minutes and I'll answer your questions, okay? Utkarsh is saying to Universal, don't open your shop here. Mm. I feel, I feel on this subject with you and me, Universal Vibes, I feel that I would support Utkarsh on that. You saw the predictions that Universal Vibes, the astrologer, gave to me. You saw my reply. Yeah, I think so, Utkarsh. Adnan, well, I can see, I can see where you're coming from, Adnan. You say you're high today. Adnan, uh, are your messages any use on this Adnan, are your messages any use on this live stream? Do you smoke herbs? Um, you're high today. Do you think your messages are any use on this live stream, Adnan? Oh, Adnan, no, I don't have any property in India because I'm not an Indian citizen. No property here, no. Kamal, namaste, Kamal. Thanks for coming back. We always appreciate your messages, yeah? Kamal, Batra. The way inflation increases and goods services are reduced against money given to the seller. Why doesn't a time come when the seller only takes money and just doesn't give anything in return? Yeah, this is economics. I don't know about much about economics. Lone survivor, you are always curious about what a person can say on specific things or on a particular condition, what he can make about it. Yes, yes, it is. Sometimes the streamer thinks, how should I reply to this comment? You know, I'm only human. I don't know everything. But one of the good uses of streaming Lone Survivor is we can the we can talk on any subjects. We can exchange things. You see. I see Universal. You're you're trying to change the subject here. All right, Universal Vibes. Look, I'm an old traveller, okay, so I'm not stupid. Look, Universal Vibes. Let's go back again to your original comment, okay? Okay, Universal Vibes, and everybody, look again at Universal Vibes, the astrologer. Now, Universal, don't mind, but um, what I'm doing here is focusing on your message and your astrology abilities, right? Because let's be honest, Universal, there are many good, honest, knowledgeable astrologers, but some astrologers, Universal Vibes, are in plain language scammers. Okay? I'll only say scammers, all right? There are many words for that. So, all right, Universal Vibes and others, look at this again. Um, Universal Vibes, the astrologer is saying to me, David, You will have issues related to your country. David, you will have issues related to your country. Australia and England, right? Okay? The astrologer says, David, you will have issues related to your country, Australia or England, about home, property, and land. So, let me say again even more clearly, Universal, the astrologer, in England and Australia, my countries, I don't have 1 inch of home or property or land. So, Mr. Astrologer, how can I possibly have any issues, any problems? Ah, universal vibes again. You're again avoiding the central point. All right, we'll go back again. I have plenty of time, plenty of patience. I'll say again, until you admit, until you admit your mistake as an astrologer. I'll go back again, okay? You didn't mention the country, David. All right, we'll go back again. You see, you are allowing yourself, Universal, the astrologer, you're allowing yourself on a public channel to become more exposed. You're allowing yourself to be more exposed. All right, we'll say it again, okay? Here we go again. Universal vibes, the astrologer says, David, David, you will have issues related to your country. David, you will have issues related to your country. Universal, are you listening closely? Are you reading my lips? Huh? You, David, will have issues related to your country. Your country means Australia and England. And then you say those issues will be home, property, and land issues. I, in Australia or England, don't have, in my countries, 1 inch of land, property, and home. Are you getting the point, Universal? Um, are you willing right now, as apparently an honest, non-scamming astrologer, to admit your big gap in your ability to read my astrological background? Yes or no? Yes, Utkarsh, it's interesting, isn't it? Now, look, Utkarsh, I have just done 3 times exposing Mr. Universal Vibes, the astrologer. I'm open-minded on his ability, but in my personal case, his knowledge was definitely wrong, right? Now Universal says, this is my confidence about astrology, which God has given me. Now you're giving me more chance now to expose you, Mr. Astrologer. Now the key words are, is anybody else enjoying this? This is my confidence about astrology, which God has given me. So, astrologer, because God has given you that knowledge of astrology, you are now denying responsibility for your knowledge. God gave it to you, so now you're saying, It wasn't your mistake. Can you see what I'm saying? I have plenty of time, plenty of patience, and on these particular subjects, universal vibes, the astrologer, I enjoy very much. I do, yeah. Lone survivor. Universal, the astrologer can promote superstition to some extent. Actually, do you mean lone survivor? Listen, do you mean universal, the astrologer can promote superstition to any extent? Any extent. Anyhow, universal. Now you say, all right, universal. But now, this is the first, last time I'll communicate with you, universal. David, as the astrologer, how can I understand about your historical background if I don't have your birth chart or kundali? Kundali. Right. You made the choice, Mr. Astrologer, to tell me something. You made a prediction. You made the choice to make a prediction about my astrological background without even asking for my horoscope and birth chart. How could you begin to make any prediction about me without even asking for my horoscope? In Hindi, Kundali, I think. Right? What's your answer to that one? Yes, Kamal, I understand your message. Kamal, David, life is nothing more than a mixture of patterns, reverse patterns, probability, contradictions. There is nothing like, there is no truth in astrological predictions or religious gurus claiming magical incidents and things. Well, you see, everybody must make a living, right? Kamal, you know this. Everybody must make a living. Everybody must survive. So human beings choose different ways to to survive, right? All right, universal vibes. You're still defending your position. You're still defending your position. Um, all right, look, I have an unlimited amount of energy to on this subject. Okay. All right, universal. Again, I will say you made a prediction about me that I would have issues about property, home, land in my country. And I will say once again, and I'll say a million times, Mr. Astrologer, that my countries, Australia and England, in those places, I don't have 1 centimetre of home. So how can I have issues on those subjects? Uh, each time we talk on this universal, you're losing ground, you're losing reputation. Um, but if you wish to continue, I'm happy with that. That's your choice. Okay? Otherwise, admit your mistake in your knowledge. Admit it. And admit that astrology is not uh, fully truth and reality based art. Okay? Will you admit that? Yes or no? Yeah, Pat. Well, that's a very nice question. Pat, Patricia, my lovely female work colleague for 53 years before. Holy moly. Mr. Astrologer, what's going to happen in the war? Don't just say Israel will win or America will lose. Give some details, Mr. 14 years of experience astrologer. Hey, Pat, this live stream started off very slowly tonight, but, I've forgotten my supper break. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Mr. Astrologer, give some details, universal vibes, give some details, more than a few lines. What's going to happen in this trilateral war between Israel, USA, and Iran? What's going to happen, man? Hey? Universal vibes. Well, once again, you're exposing yourself openly. David, I will not admit that mistake, not at any cost, that I, the astrologer, made a huge error on your prediction. It's keeping you awake, Pat. I completely forgot my supper break tonight. Don't worry about the supper break. I can have that later. Ah, Universal. Well. Look, Universal. You don't have any details about the war. Neither do I. It's totally unpredictable. Totally unpredictable. Yes, Himanshu. It me. Well. Sometimes him complaining about the stream not being. Himanshu, sometimes when we make a wish, the wish comes true. Yeah, this is interesting tonight. Interesting. Oh, now look. Actually, tonight my hot water geyser is on the blink. My hot water geyser isn't working, so I can't prepare hot water to have my coffee and biscuits. Never mind, I'm having more fun here. Having more fun here. Yes, say Universal, that is best. Let's withdraw now and continue later. And but you can understand, can't you, astrologer, why many people around the world are deeply suspicious about the abilities of astrologers. Deeply suspicious. Um, Thanks, Universal. No, my hot water geyser isn't working tonight. I can't make coffee, so I'm just sitting here passing time, you know? Neo, thanks for coming, Neo. Are you returning to my live stream? Rest in peace, Pahadi David. Rest in peace usually is directed to somebody who has gone up to what is commonly known as heaven. Himanshu, manifestation is real, isn't it? Oh, it is. Yes, Utkarsh said, the astrologer, uh, the astrologer needs the help of Netanyahu.com. I like to call him Netanyahu.com, Donald Trump. And what's the current Iranian president's name? The astrologer needs their help to predict what will happen. Yeah. One last question before I have a little break. Universal said to me, David, I've told you a trillion times that I'm talking about India. Somebody give me a little bit of help. Did I miss something there? Did I miss something? He's talking about India. Yes, Utkarsh, I understand what you say. Nice message, Utkarsh Doobie. The, you can say, and we say commonly in English, the harder you work. Utkarsh, the harder you work, maybe the luckier you get. I would say like this, it's a simple thing. The harder you work, maybe the luckier you get. Yes, yes, beautiful. Himanshu, David become an open debater at this point now. I hope already I'm an open debater, Himanshu. Am I not already an open debater on all subjects? Ooh, we cover some interesting subjects, don't we, man? All right, then let's have a. Thanks for coming, you lovely people. I hope you enjoyed the second half of this live stream where a very definite, a very definite and publicly available astrological prediction was very, very openly, publicly, and easily shown to be totally wrong. Okay? Um, but that's not the first time in history that's happened. Okay? All right. Please come back at 9 o'clock and let's see what happens. All right? Let's see what happens at 9 o'clock. Okay, Universal Vibes, water. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it's possible, Universal Vibes, that before I go in 10 seconds, that with climate change and everything like that, many more, many more other people are going to have issues also with water, many others. Yeah, all right. Love you all and see you in 40 minutes, okay? Thank you. Namaste, namaste. वाह 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 गजब हो गया गजब हो गया